Good evening, Professor. My name is Gracelyn Mojica, and I will be discussing Alida Inc. HR Workforce Planning. I would like to begin by acknowledging that Alida Inc. operates on the traditional territory of many nations, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinabeg, the Chippewa, the Haudenosaunee, and the Wendat people. This land is now home to many diverse First Nation, Inuit, and Métis people. Toronto is covered by Treaty 13 signed with the Messages of the Credit, and the Williams Treaties signed with multiple Mississaugas and Chippewa bands. I recognize the enduring presence of Indigenous people on this land, and I am grateful for the opportunity to work on this territory. And now we're going to jump into my agenda. I will be discussing Alida Inc. overview and operation. Next is understanding for workforce generation. Then strategic focus in millennials and Generation C. And next is attraction strategies across growth paces. And then retention strategies for key demographics. And lastly is the benefit and drawback of demographic targeting. Okay, let's jump into what's all about Alida. Alida is a customer experience management company that helps major brands understand their customers better. It's founded in 2000 as Vision Critical. The company creates software platform that allow businesses to gather ongoing feedback from their most engaged customer. This approach goes beyond traditional survey by building lasting insight communities. Alida serves major global clients including Adobe, Lululemon, LinkedIn, and HBO Max. And since its start, the platform has reached over 176 million people worldwide through more than 60,000 customer experience program. The company software help brand make smarter businesses decision by staying connected to what their customer really want and then what the customer really needs. And now I'm going to tackle the Alida's Canadian operation. Alida's headquarters is located at 385 Bloor Street East in Toronto, Ontario. This is the main office for all North American operations. The company also has a strong presence in Vancouver, British Columbia, um, where it is first started before moving in headquarters east in 2019. Toronto's technology corridor gives Alida access to Canada's largest pool of skilled workers in software engineering, product management, and customer success role. This location helped the company attract top talent in competitive market. And now we're moving on key product and financial performance. Okay, community-centered research platform. This is the Alida's main product and bring in over 70% of yearly revenue. And it also allowed the company to build their own insight communities where the customer give ongoing feedback through surveys, discussions, and research activities as well. This create a direction connection between brand and their most engaged customers. And then I also have a user research and insight management. This tool, it totally help the product team to test the new features, validate prototypes, and decide which features to build first. Team can work directly with a specific user group to get real feedback before launching product. This reduces risk and also improve product success rates in the future. And next one is the financial growth. In November 23rd, Alida earned about $52.2 million in revenue. By October 2024, revenue reached out $69.4 million. This is a 26% increase in just 12 months. And the company now employs between 290 and 324 people worldwide, with 70% working in Canadian offices. Okay, for my next slide, I will be going through compensation and benefit structure. Alida offers competitive salary and also comprehensive benefits. So Alida offer competitive salary to attract skilled professional. And the software engineering earned about $96,500 annually. And then account executive make around $108. And product manager earned about $90,000. Beyond salary, Alida provides unlimited vacation time, hybrid work arrangement, and 4 days work week during July and August. These benefits show that Alida understands what modern works value beyond just a paycheck. Okay, now we're going to start with baby boomers. They are currently between 60 and 78 years old. No, 79 years old rather. This generation grew up during strong economics time after World War II, which shaped their sense of loyalty and stability at work. As you can see in the infographic, I have the infographic here as a baby boomers. Um, they value hard work and long-term commitment. Many of them spent their entire careers, as you can see, um, they spent their entire career with one or two companies, moving up through dedication. They bring deep organization acknowledge and excellent mentor for younger employees as well. And you know what to do? What do they want now? Recognition for their experience and meaningful work that uses their skills. And then their bigger concern are being focused into early retirement or being seen as outdated because just like what I said earlier, it's between 60 and 78 years old. So to attract boomers, companies should offer paced retirement option and formal mentorship program so they can share their expertise to a new generation. And now we're going to Generation X. Okay, Generation X is they are worker between 45 and 60 years old. They grew up watching their baby boomers parents sacrifice for a company that often did not reward the loyalty. And this Gen X more independent and skeptical about workplace promises. And they also solve problem on their own and do not like being micromanaged. Yeah, they want to solve it by themselves. Gen Xer want clear career path, real work-life balance, and honest communication without corporate language. And they also prepare being judged on result rather than hours spending in the office, something like that. This generation also fears job insecurity and being overlooked in favor of either experienced boomers or cheaper younger worker. To attract Generation X, companies need to show respect for their time and give them the real freedom that they need to do to their work as they need it. And then they also want a flexible schedule and leadership opportunities work well for this group as per Randstad Canada 2024. And going to Generation X. Okay, we're going to Generation X now. No, we're done with Generation X. Okay, now is the Millennials. Millennials are between 29 and 44 years old, and then make up they make up the largest part of today's workforce. Well, I am also a millennials. I am within this coverage, you know, years. They enter their careers during economic uncertainty, which change how they think about work of employers. And also, this generation is comfortable with technology because they grew up with it. As of just like for example, I am a millennial, but I'm not fan of this kind of thing like being super tech. Well, some of them are they want to be updated on this kind of technology, and they are also care deeply about working for companies with purpose beyond just making money. And they also wanted to continuous learning opportunities and regular feedback instead of waiting for yearly reviews. Yeah, we prepared to have a feedback, a regular feedback. This group seeks meaningful work that makes a positive impact on society. And millennials worry about career stagnation and working in rigid companies that resist innovation. To attract millennials, organizations must clearly communicate their mission and values, and then a strong career development program with visible upward movement or are essentials. And then creating collaborative work environment where contribute matters more than hierarchy also appeal to this generation as per Fonseca 2024. See, I have here some key insight, work post, 25 to 30 Canadian workforce. As you can see, we have attraction strategies, flexible work arrangement also has 88%, leadership opportunities 80%, result-based evaluation, something like that. And they also, this generation is shaped by economic uncertainty and corporate downsizing, and they are also independent, skeptical, like what I said earlier, and pioneer advocate for work-life balance. And now we're going to jump into millennials. Millennials are between 29 and 44 years old and make, oh, no, I'm already tackled this. Okay, here's my demographic workforce for millennials. They are born 29, 24 years old, larger segment. Okay, and next is the Generation C. Generation C worker are between 23 and 28 years old, and they are through digital native who have never known life without smartphone or social media. They born with the, smartphone, social media, something like that. They entered the workforce during pandemic disruption and face economic uncertainty and climate concerns rather. Gen Z values authenticity over polished corporate messaging and sees diversity as a basic requirement, not a bonus. Mental health is matter for them as much as to them as a physical health. They expected strong mental health support, including access to therapy and counseling. And also, Gen Z is seek rapid advancement opportunity and job security despite economic challenges. They fear financial instability and toxic work environment. And nobody wants a toxic environment, though. To attract Generation C, companies must demonstrate their value through action, not just words. They prepare the action instead of words. So, transparent communication, meaningful work, and technology forward environment are essential for this generation. This is from Randstad, Canada 2024. I have the infographic here, like what I said earlier. Generation C workforce profile. They are born 1997 to 2012 and age 20, 23, 28, something like that. And they are true digital native shaped by pandemic, workplace fear. I also have this strong DIE programs, mental health benefit, which is 89%, transparent communication, that 86%, technology forward 91%, something like that. And Generation C represent the future workforce with unmatched digital fluency and commitment to authentic organization value. This also focus on mental health. Mental health is the I mean, the most important to them. And diversity reshape workplace expectation for all generation as well. And now we're going to jump into strategic demographic focus. So why should Alida focus on millennial and Gen Z? Here's the strategic reasoning. Millennials are the largest generation in this workforce as of now, and they also moving into a leadership role. They form the succession pipeline, and then Alida needs as a baby boomers retire. Generation C brings fresh technical skills for software development and product innovation. Both groups fit perfectly with Alida's tech-driven culture and mission to transform customer experience. Millennials currently hold critical role in product development and customer success, and also Gen Z represent the future workforce that will drive innovation in AI and data analytics. Both generations are valuable in proposed driven work and expected modern practice like flexibility and transparency as well. By focusing on this demographic, Alida can build a strong team from entry level contributors to senior leadership. Okay, and now we're going to next slide, which is attraction strategy millennials. The strategy of this is depend on the company pace. During a growth phase, focus on career development, which clear promotion timelines, offer equity participation. So millennials feels like they are also a stakeholder. They highlighted innovation project and advanced opportunities. They love challenges and growth as well. In a stability pace, shift the message to job security and structured career paths. promote work-life balance program and flexible schedule, share success stories that show predictable advancement, and then during restructuring, honesty is the key for them. Being transparent about the changes and how they create opportunities. And they also emphasize reskilling program and retention bonuses. And also, the most important is open communication build with trust. They appreciate being treated like a partners. That is the millennials group of people. Okay. And now is moving on. Attraction strategies generation C. Now, Generation C, during the growth showcase cutting edge technology and innovation tools, Gen Z wants to work with the latest tech. They want the updated one. Highlighted the fast track advancement and mentoring program where they learn from experienced professionals. And they also show investment in AI and emerging technologies. In a stability pace, emphasize strong benefits, especially mental health resources. Job security matters to Gen Z more than many expect. They also provide clear performance metric and structured onboarding. And then during restructuring, authenticity is everything. Communicate openly about changes, and they also highlighted cross-functional project and the skill building opportunities. If you're honest and show the real care, Gen Z will respect and they will easily notice that you show the honesty and the real care. Even during the tough time, they will notice that. Okay, and now we're going to retention strategy and both demographic. Attracting talent is only half the battle. You need to keep them both. For millennials, assign high potential employees to innovation project that makes a real impact for them. Create leadership program with clear timelines, offer flexible work arrangement and regular feedback through quarterly check-ins. They prepared that one. For Gen Z, fund ongoing learning co- uh, with course, stipend, and conferences. They also build a structure onboarding that explain culture and expectation, provide mental health resources and mentorship program, pairing Gen Z with experienced professionalism. For both group, they maintain transparent communication about company direction. They also recognize achievement publicly, and lastly is they will support work-life balance and create cross-function project to build a diverse skills. And now is the benefit and drawback. I'm going to discuss this one. Demographic targeting has real benefit on it. Recruitment becomes more efficient when messaging speaks directly to what each generation values. And retention improved because workplace practice much expectation though. So engagement rises when employee feel understood. Workforce planning becomes easier with clear demographic insight. And well, however, there are drawbacks. Generation stereotype can ignore individual differences. Age discrimination risks are real, and targeting goes too far. Generational division can form instead of unity, and then also rigid program may exclude employees who don't fit the mood. And the best approach, use generational trend as a guide, but treat people as an individual. And now for my conclusion, However, understanding generational workforce dynamic is a business necessity for Canadian technology companies as of today's generation. Alida must balance immediate operational needs with long-term talent sustainability by focusing on millennials for leadership, transition, and then Generation Z for technical innovation. Both of them are super important nowadays. Success requires implementing demographic targeting with nonsense, using generational insight as a guide while recognizing individual differences also. And an organization that master this balance of target intervention and universal practices will outperform competitors treating workforce planning as merely administrative task. And thank you for listening. And lastly, I have all the references here: Alida, Casco, Dazzler, Fonseca, Glassdoor, PiceCheck, Grandstand, Radium, and Zoom. And thank you for listening. Bye. God bless.